Hello everybody, Johnny G from Naked Racer Motor Co. Welcome back. And look what we've got here today. The world famous Harley-Davidson WLA. And I've got to correct that because this one is actually a WLC, which is a Canadian Army variant. But I'll talk about the WLA first. They did come with 18-inch wheels. This one has the 16-inch wheels, which is quite unusual. But they started making these, Harley started making these in about 1940 for the war effort. And most of these you'll find with a 42 VIN number. That's why they're called the 1942 WLA. And didn't matter if they made them in 1944, 1945, they were all the same. 1942 or 42 WLA, and that's on the engine number. Now, they made 90,000 of these in the end, and they were everywhere. They were in the Army, the Navy, and every arm of the US Defence Force had these bikes. The military police use these, and generally they've got a windscreen. This one doesn't have the windscreen, but you know, they have the rack, they had some leather bags on here, they had the crash bars, and they have the scabbard. This is where your Thompson machine gun went. And they were required to do as little as 5 miles an hour and up to 65 miles an hour. That was the requirement, and these did it. They had like a 4-inch clearance underneath. They had a very strong bash plate. They had to be able to ford through 18 inches of water. There was all sorts of requirements, and obviously they had to have special lighting, so blackout lighting, so you could ride them at night, and the lights couldn't be seen from aircraft, which could be circling around up there looking for a target. They ran the girder fork, which is pretty much a standard Harley-Davidson sort of item, right through the 30s, 40s, till 49 when they went hydraulic, obviously. And they have a centre stand, a side stand, the very basic, you know, they have no rubber matting on the footboards. They have a steel plate on there. You can see this has got the advanced retard here. This is your distributor, and over here we've got the throttle. Typically for the WLC, they came with a big twin front brake drum. They came with a left-hand throttle. They had some differences to the WLA, and but they've got these beautiful tan leather seat, very, very big, comfortable. You go for many miles on a seat like this. Going further around the bike, this is your Kickstarter, here's your clutch, this is the toolbox, chain guard, this is your speedo cable, speedo obviously up here on the dash, and then the nacelle with the neutral light and the generator light and the key switch. Back here we've got the blackout tail lights, we've got the fishtail muffler, just a typical layout. These also had an oil bath air cleaner, so good for fording through water because you couldn't suck water into your engine. It was an enclosed system, and it had an oil bath in the bottom, so the air was drawn into the canister, and the oil caught all the dust particles before it went through into the engine. They're a 3-speed crash box gearbox, and if you can see on this side here, we've got the big ammo box, and that's where your Thompson machine gun ammunition was kept, so belts of it. Anyway, the configuration of these is obviously an air-cooled side valve V-twin. So Harley-Davidson first brought out the 45 cubic inch side valve engine in 1929 with the RL. And obviously it ran right up until 1952. In the WRs, 52 was the last, or 51 was the last W engine, side valve engine, without the, I think in 52 they put a different top end on. So you can see this one here, it's got the aluminium heads, cast iron barrels. You can see your push rod tubes here. This is your oil pump, and this is your brake light switch. This is where your brake operates from. Just a very robust motorcycle, and you can see, I mean, this thing obviously saw war service because they all did. And here it is in 2025 in perfect running order, and there's nothing wrong with anything. So it's just a testament to how tough these things are. And they're very popular amongst military collectors. If they've got a collection of military vehicles, they've got to have one of these. And anybody with a Harley-Davidson collection, I mean, you can't have a Harley-Davidson collection without having a WLA. They're just that important in the history of the brand. So I reckon it's time to get out and give it a burn, see what we think. They're not a super fast motorcycle, but they're a solid and fun bike to ride. So let's see you out on the road. 45 cubic inch, all American. Here we go. These no hands all day long. I reckon they look great with the, here we go. Woo-hoo. Okay guys, well there you go. If you're interested in buying a 45 cubic inch WLC Harley-Davidson, you won't find better than this. And so thank you for watching. Remember to like, follow and share, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.